What if Palpatine was arrested? In Revenge of the Sith, we witnessed Palpatine command Order 66, and as a result, it led to the collapse of the Jedi Order. Shortly after, he then rose as the new Emperor, and from there, he ruled over the galaxy for over 20 years. But what if things were different? What if Palpatine was arrested? How different would things have been if he was arrested by the Jedi before he could even command Order 66? Well, in this alternate timeline, that's exactly what we'll be diving into, so let's get right into it. Our story begins towards the end of the climatic duel between Palpatine and Mace Windu. Just moments ago, Windu confronted the Chancellor in his office along with 3 other Jedi. However, within just seconds, Palpatine killed these 3 Jedi, and as a result, Windu was left to fight him on his own. Luckily, he succeeded in doing so, and now after knocking him to the ground, he pointed his saber right at Palpatine's throat. However, as he did, young Anakin Skywalker stormed into the room, concerned for the Chancellor's life.
You are under arrest, my lord.
Anakin, I told you it would come to this. I was right. The Jedi are taking over.
The oppression of the Sith will never return. You have lost.
No, you have... He's a traitor!
He is the traitor! Ah!
Anakin looked at Palpatine. Then he looked at Windu. As he did, he was deep in thought. What should he do? He couldn't let the Chancellor die. He needed him.
I have the power to save the one you love. You must choose.
Palpatine was right. Without him, Padme would die in childbirth. Anakin just couldn't let that happen.
Don't listen to him, Anakin! Ah!
Anakin looked back at Windu. As he did, he told himself he couldn't betray the Jedi. No matter how many differences they've had over the years, the Jedi were the ones who freed him. Ever since he was a boy, they gave him a better life. He just couldn't betray them. So at that moment, Anakin knew what he had to do.
No!
Out of nowhere, Anakin ignited his saber and then pressed it back against Palpatine, saving Windu's life. As he did, Palpatine became weaker and weaker by the minute.
I can't hold it any longer. I can't. I'm too weak.
Anakin kept pressing the lightning back, but then...
Okay.
Anakin then pointed his saber right at Palpatine's throat. As he did, he realized his plan worked. Palpatine was still alive, and nobody was killed in the process.
I can't hold on any longer.
Enough, Sith Lord.
Windu looked over at Anakin. He was shocked at what just transpired.
Now, Sith Lord, you will stand trial.
No. He has control of the Senate and the courts. He's too dangerous to be left alive.
No, Anakin needed him alive. He needed him for Padme.
He is defeated, Master. With both of us in control, he's harmless. We should restrain him to await a trial.
Windu felt conflicted. He was torn. He began to remember the Battle of Geonosis all those years ago and how he regretted not killing Dooku when he had the chance to. Because of him not taking action, the Clone Wars began and so many lives were lost. He couldn't make that mistake again. He just couldn't.
Master, if we kill him, we will be no better than him. It's not the Jedi way. He's unarmed.
Windu's thoughts shifted. Although he hated it, Anakin was right. If he killed the Chancellor right then and there, the Republic would be up in arms. As a result, an entire civil war would probably start, all because of his actions. He couldn't do that. It wasn't the Jedi way. No matter how he looked at it, that's not what the Jedi stood for. So, in a rare act, Windu put aside his pride, prioritizing his duty as a Jedi.
Very well. Let us take him away.
With that, Anakin and Windu took Palpatine away, and although it seemed as if the battle was won, that was far from the truth. Anakin was still not satisfied. He had one thing and one thing on his mind only: Padme. He was gonna save her, and nothing was gonna stop him. Nothing.
I'm here to see the Chancellor.
I'm sorry, General Skywalker. This section is off limits.
By whose authority?
By a direct order from the Jedi Council, sir.
I am a member of the Jedi Council.
My apologies, sir, but you are not authorized.
Anakin took a pause. As he did, he knew what he had to do.
You will let me through.
I will let you through, sir.
You will also allow me to destroy the security footage and not speak a word of my visit here to anybody.
I will allow you to destroy the security footage here, and I will not speak a word of your visit to anybody.
Good. Now bring me to the Chancellor.
Right this way, sir.
Without hesitation, Anakin looked up and crushed the security camera above him. With that, there would be no trace of his visit here, and he would receive the answers he needed. So, Anakin and the trooper then made their way through this underground prison, and eventually they arrived. From there, the trooper left, and it was Anakin and Palpatine alone by themselves.
My boy, I knew you would not leave me here to rot.
I want answers. You promised I could save Padme. Tell me everything.
Young Skywalker, do you really believe I have much power here, locked behind this cell? Free me, and I will ensure that we will save Padme together.
Never. I've gone far enough to see you here. If you won't help me, I'll take matters into my own hands. Enjoy life in prison, Chancellor.
Anakin began to walk away, but as he did, Palpatine spoke up.
You make a grave mistake, boy.
Anakin turned around.
And why is that?
Without my help, Padme will not survive. You will never find any answers to cheating death in the Jedi Holocron Vault, nor will any other Jedi help you. You see, Anakin, the Jedi see you as a tool, as a slave. To them, you are no different than how you were to that Toydarian back on Tatooine. There is a reason why you were not granted the rank of Master. They are afraid of your power, of who you could become had you unlocked your full potential. You are destined for so much more, Anakin. Join me. We will save Padme together, and I will show you power beyond what you could dream of.
Anakin went silent.
Lord Maul, Count Dooku, even General Grievous. They all served their purpose, but were all placeholders for my dream apprentice. You. With our combined strength, we will have all the resources to save Padme's life. However, if you stay as a Jedi, you will continue to be their pawn and nothing more. They claim they want peace, but all they seek is control. With me imprisoned, soon they will attempt to expose me for my crimes and gain trust from the Senate. If that happens, they will then take full control of the Republic, and soon the galaxy. But with you and I, we can prevent that and bring peace, as well as saving your wife from a certain death.
And how do I know you're not lying to me?
When you are ready to join me, contact your most loyal clone trooper, Captain Rex, is it? Inform him to execute Order 66.
And what will that do?
Each and every clone trooper carries an inhibitor chip, Skywalker. On your command, they will turn against the Jedi, and you will be set free from their grasp.
Ives. He was telling the truth all along.
Very good, Anakin. Now you're understanding it.
Anakin had no words.
Everything lies in your hands now, Skywalker. The fate of the galaxy belongs to you. More importantly, however, Padme's life lies in your hands.
Anakin felt so conflicted. He didn't know what to say or what to do. However, he wasn't about to make a decision right there. Right now, all he wanted to do was see his wife and nothing else. So he then left the prison undetected and made his way back to Padme's apartment. 2 days had passed since Anakin spoke to Palpatine inside his cell, and since then, everything had gone exactly how he said it would. The Jedi tried to expose Palpatine for his crimes and revealed that he's been controlling both sides of the war this entire time. Despite them not having concrete proof of that, they also shared that he was responsible for killing 3 Jedi Masters as well. As a result, the Senate debated over these days whether or not the Chancellor should be removed from office. In the meantime, the Jedi began preparing to potentially take control over the Republic if so. That way, peace can be established. However, that's not all that happened. Over these past days, Anakin's nightmares of losing Padme only got worse. Any day now, she would give birth to their child, and although he tried not to show it, he was terrified inside. Ever since he spoke with Palpatine inside his cell, he was consumed with his thoughts. Consumed with doubt, with uncertainty. Mainly if he made the right choice by defending Windu that night. So as a result, Anakin spent most of the past 2 days deep in thought and very quiet and distant to many. Unfortunately, the Jedi Council noticed this and were questioning Anakin's suspicious behavior. Because of this, instead of rewarding Anakin for his heroic actions after saving Windu's life, they only doubted him even more. This frustrated Anakin, and so as a result, it only pushed him further away from the Jedi. Not only that, but over these past 2 days, Anakin was tempted at many points to command this Order 66 that Palpatine spoke of. But whenever he was close to pulling the trigger, he hesitated. However, that would eventually change. Now 2 days later, Anakin sat in his chambers, and as he did, he closed his eyes, going deep in thought. He thought about what Palpatine offered him, and about what he could have if he joined him. He knew that time was running out to save Padme, and if he wanted her to live, he'd have to act quickly. So after hours and hours of going back and forth in his head, he knew what he had to do. For himself, for the galaxy, and most of all, for Padme.
Captain Rex.
Yes, sir?
I take it you have Maul in custody by now.
Yes, sir. We're currently still en route to Coruscant, and are projected to arrive by the end of the next rotation.
Good.
Anakin took a pause.
Rex, the time has come. Execute Order 66.
Yes, Lord Skywalker.
With that, Order 66 was executed, and in time, chaos was spread across the galaxy. Many Jedi were still spread out across many different planets, and so as a result of this order, they were all killed. Slowly but surely, the Jedi Order began to collapse by the minute, and Palpatine's plan was coming to light. Although Anakin felt conflicted about what he just did, he knew that it was for the greater good. He knew that it had to be done, and by following Palpatine's orders, Padme would soon be saved. However, one thing remained: freeing Palpatine. So, in the midst of all the chaos on Coruscant, Anakin made his way down to the prison once more. However, this time he wasn't stopped by the guards. Instead, they allowed him in, and so in time, Anakin came face to face with Palpatine once more.
Good. Very good. You have done well, young Skywalker.
Anakin then freed Palpatine from his cell.
You are fulfilling your destiny, Anakin. Become my apprentice. Learn to use the dark side of the Force.
I will do whatever you ask.
Good.
Just help me save Padme's life. I can't live without her.
To cheat death is a power only one has achieved. But if we work together, I know we can discover the secret.
I pledge myself to your teachings.
Good. Good. The Force is strong with you. A powerful Sith you will become. Henceforth, you shall be known as Darth Vader. Rise.
Anakin rose.
What are your next orders, my master?
Every single Jedi, including your friend Obi-Wan Kenobi, is now our enemy.
I understand, master.
We must move quickly. The Jedi are relentless. If they are not all destroyed, it will be civil war without end. First, I want you to return to the Jedi Temple. Wipe out any surviving Jedi that remain there.
Yes, my master.
While you complete your mission, I will be regaining the trust of the Senate. Fortunately, this will be quite simple. as the Jedi have proven themselves fallible and easy to manipulate. Master Windu does not know that I recorded security footage when he and his others attacked me in my office. With the help of my advisor, Mas Amidala, this footage will be altered to make the Jedi appear as traitors. If all goes well, the Senate will side with us, and we will regain control of this republic.
I understand, my master.
Once the Jedi are destroyed, contact me immediately. Then we will go to the Mustafar system together. The Separatist leaders are already present there. Together we shall wipe them out, and we shall have peace once more. Do what must be done, Lord Vader. Do not hesitate, show no mercy. Only then will you be strong enough in the dark side to save Padme.
Order! We shall have order!
Leaders of the Senate, I understand that this may be a confusing time for you. However, allow me to reveal the truth to you. The truth on who the Jedi truly are. 2 nights ago, I was threatened by 4 Jedi Masters of the Jedi High Council. These Jedi threatened my life and even attempted to assassinate me. All part of their plan to overthrow the Republic we so dearly love. Luckily, the hero with no fear, Anakin Skywalker, saved my life that night. If it were not for his heroic actions, I would surely be dead, and the Jedi would have full control over this galaxy, just as they had plotted. However, I stand before you today to protect our galaxy from their treachery. Everything the Jedi have told you over the course of these past few days have been filled with lies and deceit. To prove this, I have provided security footage from my very own office, in hopes to show you who the Jedi truly are.
In time, Palpatine shared the footage, and as a result, the Senate was shocked. Everything they thought about the Jedi, all the trust they had in them, it was now gone. Although they'd never know this footage was altered, Palpatine had won. His manipulations had truly swayed them over.
The attempt on my life has left me scarred and deformed. But I assure you, my resolve has never been stronger. In order to ensure the security and continuing stability, the remaining Jedi will be hunted down and defeated, and the Republic will be reorganized into the first Galactic Empire for a safe and secure society.
The Jedi at the temple have been taken care of, my master.
Good. Very good, Lord Vader. Your journey towards the dark side is almost complete. Now meet me outside my office, and we shall depart for Mustafar at once.
As Palpatine hung up, he went deep in thought. Everything had gone according to his plan. He was freed from his cell, the Jedi Order was crumbling, and most of all, he recontrolled the galaxy once more. However, he sensed uncertainty. Uncertainty about his new apprentice. Almost as if Lord Vader was still having doubts about his choice to join the dark side. Because of this, Palpatine decided to go to Mustafar with him. Normally, he would have sent him alone to take care of the Separatist leaders, but he lacked trust in him. He wasn't sure if Lord Vader had what it took to be a true Sith, and if his loyalty truly lied with him. Not long ago, it was he who helped assist the Jedi in arresting him. Perhaps his true loyalty was still at odds. Palpatine wasn't sure, but soon, very soon, he'd get all his answers. In time, he and Anakin eventually arrived on Mustafar, and as they did, Palpatine watched him close throughout it all. He studied Anakin's choices, his movements, and most of all, how he would take care of the Separatist leaders. Luckily, Anakin didn't disappoint in that field, as each and every leader was killed. However, then, something unexpected happened. As Anakin and Palpatine stood in the War Council room, they heard a noise. That was a ship approaching them. But that wasn't just any ordinary ship. That was Padme's ship. So Anakin ran out, and as Palpatine trailed behind, he watched him and Padme embrace each other. However, as he did, he sensed something. Something strong in the Force. Padme wasn't alone, and Palpatine knew it. So he looked over at Padme from a distance.
Senator Amidala, are you attempting to deceive your husband?
You. What are you talking about?
You did not come here alone, Senator Amidala.
Master, it's only her. She wouldn't betray me.
You are too certain, my apprentice.
As Palpatine said this, he then looked up. He was right. Before him was Obi-Wan and Yoda standing aboard her ship.
You're with them. You brought them here to kill me.
Anakin, no!
Let her go, Anakin. Let her go.
Out of nowhere, Yoda force-pushed Anakin backwards, knocking him to the ground. Anakin was now on the floor, and so was Padme. However, as Palpatine watched this, he was disgusted. Although he was impressed Anakin had what it took to attack his own wife, seeing him fall to the ground so easily made him doubt his abilities.
At an end, your rule is, Emperor, and not short enough it was.
Ah, Master Yoda and Master Kenobi, you survived.
As Palpatine said this, Anakin picked himself up.
Surprised, are you?
Your arrogance blinds you, Master Yoda. You and Kenobi are no match for the combined strength of myself and my newly appointed apprentice, Lord Vader.
Obi-Wan looked at Anakin.
Lord Vader? Anakin, wake up! You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind until now. Until now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. I see through the lies of the Jedi. I do not fear the dark side as you do. Now, if you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Only a Sith deals in absolutes. I will do what I must.
You will try.
With that, Anakin and Obi-Wan each ignited their blue sabers, and as they did, Palpatine and Yoda did the same. Now it was a battle between the four of them. A duel between the master and apprentice of Anakin and Obi-Wan, and another fight between Yoda and Palpatine. However, as Palpatine fought Yoda, he kept a close eye on Anakin. He watched as he and Obi-Wan dueled, but he noticed something. As Anakin clashed against Obi-Wan, Palpatine kept seeing signs of hesitation. As the fight went on, it seemed as if Anakin had many different chances to injure Obi-Wan, and even kill him perhaps. But he just wasn't. Anakin was hesitating. This wasn't the dream apprentice he envisioned. He was supposed to be a powerful Sith, but he was just too conflicted. His emotions, his decision-making. Anakin was no Sith. He was nothing more than a confused lost boy. Seeing him hesitate against his former master gave him all the answers he needed to know. Anakin was an unworthy apprentice, and so just like he'd done many times in the past, it was time to replace him as well. Luckily, he had just the opportunity to do so. As Palpatine looked over, he witnessed Anakin force push Obi-Wan to the ground, knocking him right out. With that, Anakin then rushed over to Palpatine and Yoda's fight to try and help his master. However, as Anakin ran over, Palpatine felt his doubt more than ever. He had every chance to kill Obi-Wan right then and there, but he didn't. This was most disappointing. Although Anakin didn't know it yet, the light side still pulled to him. Now it was time to end that once and for all. So as Anakin rushed in to help Palpatine, Palpatine locked eyes with him and said,
"Die well, young Skywalker."
Out of nowhere, Palpatine pulled out his second lightsaber and stabbed Anakin right through his chest. With that, Anakin dropped to the ground and Yoda rushed over to his body instead of going after Palpatine. Now with that small window, Palpatine quickly fled the duel and watched as Yoda went to Anakin's rescue.
Run, Master Yoda, run to his safety. But just know your pathetic Jedi Order is dead. Everything you sacrificed was but for nothing. Now you will watch this galaxy burn to eternity.
With that, Palpatine took off in his shuttle. Although Anakin failed him, one day he would find a new apprentice. It would take time, but eventually he'll recruit somebody else. One that will be far younger and far more powerful.
Anakin, stay with me. Stay with me, Anakin.
Master, I'm so sorry for all of it.
Anakin, please.
I just wanted to save Padme's life. I'm sorry.
Anakin, I forgive you, but please, hold on. We can get you to safety.
It's too late for me, Obi-Wan. Tell Padme I love her. I always have. And I always will.
With those last words, Anakin released his final breath. It was done. Anakin Skywalker was dead. As Anakin's dead body laid there, Obi-Wan broke down in tears. His best friend, his brother, was now gone. Why? Why did it have to come to this?
Your fault this is not, Master Obi-Wan.
I promised Qui-Gon. I promised him I would train Anakin the best I could.
And your promise you kept. However, twisted by evil, young Skywalker has become consumed by Darth Vader.
I know, Master. I just wish I could have prevented this. I should have stopped the fight, or something, negotiated. When we were fighting, I could tell it wasn't him. I could sense it wasn't in his heart to fight me, Master. I just wish I could have done more.
Done more, you say? Master Obi-Wan, without you, gone the Jedi will be. For now, one the Emperor has. But in time, a new hope will arise.
Do you truly believe that?
I know. Now come, bring Senator Amidala to safety. We must.
Yes, my apprentice.
I did as you asked, my master. I've successfully arrived on Dagobah and spotted the Jedi Master you described to me.
Good, Lord Starkiller. Give him a slow and painful death. And please remind him that it was I who sent you.
It will be done, my master.